In Frank Lambert's article, Peddler and Divinity, he presents an argument related to the Great Awakening, and more specifically, George Whitefield, that says Whitefield's success and becoming the predominant figure from this time period isn't because of some theological breakthrough that nobody else had. It's due to a unique combination of skills that other preachers didn't have. And this would be his entrepreneurial skills, in addition to the typical preacher theologian skills. Um, and so, very relevant to his success in the Great Awakening is this time period called the Commercial Revolution that was taking place in the American colonies. And so, during the Commercial Revolution, publishers and publicists they would uh, now start to place advertisements in newspapers. And this first time it's happening, and so um, now instead of just saying what's happening in the colonies, all that stuff, uh, now they're getting advertisements for goods that they need. And so um, colonists can now look at the newspaper. They can compare prices, say, oh, I can get my nails for $1 cheaper from uh, Colin than I can from Joe. Um, and while that's happening, it's enabling the colonists to better scrutinize um, the products that they are getting. They're not just bound to word of mouth, what they think they could possibly get. They can see the deals for the most part. Um, and how this affects the Great Awakening is specifically in New York. And this is coming from Joyce Goodfriend's book, Who Should Rule at Home, and specifically chapter 4. Uh, but specifically in New York, which is what Goodfriend's book is about, um, the New York colonists, they apply this same mindset of being able to compare products to the different Christian denominations. So they're no longer bound to, hey, this is my mom's church. I'm going here. They feel like they can cut loose and go from being a Puritan to being a Quaker. They have the ability to kind of free agent figure it out for themselves. And so this process of being a quote unquote spiritual free agent during the Great Awakening consisted of two steps. First, um, the free agent, quote unquote, would sift through a whole bunch of different contemporary Protestant theology. This would mostly be found in newspapers because the newspapers during companies during this time are publishing the different sermons, different journals. Um, Whitefield is going to be the most published, but a lot of others will be published in the newspapers. Um, but yeah, they're going to sift through all this different material, and they're going to come down with a list, like their top 3 destinations or whatever. Um, and they're going to go to meetings with these different churches, and, and they're basically going to a sales meeting. They're being sold to, they're trying to buy into a new denomination, and that's what's being sold to them. Here is our doctrine about um, predestination, about women in ministry, or what have you. And so, um, while that spiritual aspect is happening, there's also the monetary aspect where publishers are making a whole lot of money publishing sermons and journals and advertising for the Great Awakening. Thank you.